This market wants lower price, and by lower price, I'm just talking about Friday's lows, and then we'd see what happened if we retest that. The reason I say is we put a high volume high and high volume low in on Friday, and since then we're just going sideways. You'll notice two things: one, volume is decreasing, so significantly lighter volume, and two, we've not even been able to achieve the breakdown point indicated by this white line. So that tells me that we want to come down here and retest this low. We retest this low in lighter volume, spike it by even a penny. We can build a base to turn around and head back higher, but not until. Until then, sell every bounce because we're not headed higher. It's just a head fake. Same thing with the QQQs. We came closer with the QQQs, but same result, right? I mean, it continues to decrease volume-wise, not going anywhere. I'm not going to go through stocks. I could go through a bunch of stocks, but I'd like to leave you with something you can learn. You could figure out what's going on through the day, where we're going. Look at this on the 30-minute. It is just mind-blowing, right? On the 30-minute, you could have figured this out. So this morning, you would have known that it wasn't going to go any lower. You would have said, no, this is the base right here, and it's going higher from there. How would you have known that? Because yesterday, we closed on 19.8 million. You can see the number up there in the upper left-hand corner. 19.8 million. We came down on only 12 million. 12 million obviously being less than 19. What happened? We bounced and we ran. Where did we run to? Interesting, you should ask. I'm tempted to go over here and get a line and kind of show you. Interesting that you should ask, right? We came right into volume and failed again. Isn't that fascinating, right? Forget about all this volume over here. I mean, yesterday you had volume here of 4.7 million. You try to push through it with 4.5, not enough. You try again on 3.1, even less, not enough, and turns and rolls back over. So you could have known at the open today that this was the low, and you could have ridden it to the high. Same thing with the Qs. I was in meetings all day, so I couldn't do this and didn't do this myself. But same thing with the Qs, right? Look at this. You're going up against yesterday's close of 12.8. Today, you try to push down into it with 10. And what happened? It's only half. It rejected, right? Not half, but less than 12.8. So it rejected and went all the way back to the highs. Same story. We didn't have enough volume to break it, so it comes back down to it eventually falls into the close. So when you learn volume, you'll know where stocks are going, and even midday you would know where it's going. If you'd have gone long, like take the SPYs for example, if you'd have gone long the SPYs, what would you have done? You would have scaled out before you got up here because you would have realized, oh crap, this is more than 4 million shares, 4.7 million shares. I'm up here on only 4.5 million shares. I better scale out. You would have taken profits, locked in profits, right? It's so simple. When you learn volume, it'll take you a long ways. Hope that helps. Have a good day.